All right, so welcome back to the Whiskey Friends. So we have Michael, the guest, Henry, and J Bones here again. I'm Ken. And so what are we tasting now, there, Mr. Henry?
Moving down the coast of Islay, we're heading to Ardbeg Corryvreckan, which is, it's the name of a whirlpool actually off the coast of Islay, which is an interesting thing. And this is a cask strength that's about 57.1, and it's the Ardbeg Core range, and I think one of their better offerings actually.
Yeah, they've won quite a few awards on this particular offering here. So, to be clear, this was my first foray into Scotch.
Was it?
But you're jumping head first into the whirlpool, Ken.
I
when you do
dove
this.
straight into the middle of the whirlpool. So there we go. I can't talk because evidently we've talked a lot of episodes so far.
A lot of Scotch has gone down the whirlpool.
Yeah, a lot of Scotch down that whirlpool so far. Yeah. So.
The last part.
I like this one. This has got a sweet smell, and then a hint of smoke comes after it.
Yeah, this one almost reminds me more of a bourbon on the nose for some reason.
It does.
Yeah, but
I catch
it's just confusing me.
Smooth.
Yeah,
I catch that mineral smell. I mean that, and when I say mineral, I almost say ocean, but it's not interchangeable. But
Kind of a
and this is a fresh crack.
coastal smell, maybe.
Coastal smell. That's very good.
It's very nice.
east
on
or
the
west,
palate.
Clark?
Southwest, yeah, definitely southeast.
So, yeah.
So what got you into this then? What was the...
So I like the complexity that was this drink. So I can taste sweetness. I can taste the smoke. I can taste the earthiness. And I have that dryness. And there's a finish that just kind of goes
Forever.
on. It does. It kind of goes forever.
What I was smelling and what I taste are completely different. I was expecting it to be super strong on my tongue, but it is, to me, very smooth. I don't know.
It's easy to
For
drink,
me.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And
It is very
it should be noted, we just opened this bottle less than a minute and a half ago. So,
Correct.
and there's a whole argument in the whole whiskey world whether the term they use is neck pour.
Yeah.
So the first time you pour it out of the bottle, it's a little different than after you've had it open
Gotcha.
for.
So we gave the
A
guest
few
the neck
weeks.
pour.
So you got the neck pour.
Oh, goodness.
dare you.
Okay, let
Yeah.
me try some more.
This should be about the same after about 2 minutes, but still.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
You can try and give us your
Just
professional
a tad
opinion.
bit.
Your professional opinion.
This might be my favorite. This is delicious.
Yeah,
It
I think
is,
tonight
yes.
it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of this, and it's probably my
Yeah.
favorite of the evening too.
Yeah.
From what I
so
have
this
tasted
MSRP on this is about
$80 to $90.
$89. So I mean, if you're gonna really want a Scotch to enjoy the flavors, that's a good $80 spend right there.
Yeah, and we're talking. And the other one, the sister or similar cask to, is the Ugadal, which is and probably in the 60-70 range, a little bit less, but then it's also 50% or more as well, and it's sherried and one of my favorites as well from Ardbeg actually. So
Yeah, you know the finish hangs on. There's not a whole lot of burn to this. The ethanol doesn't kick on you hard.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's a pleasant experience.
It is.
A little butter.
Yeah.
Almost like, just that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
like
that is.
Yeah.
That's tasty.
That is, yes. A good way to
It's
explain it.
interesting though. I mean, so you think Scotch? It's a general term. So we've tried 7 different versions so far over this podcast series, and is it amazing to see the difference in creativity?
Oh yeah.
I mean, from version to version.
Yeah, I feel like everything starts fairly similar with, simple ingredients, your barley, the similar process, and then like the majority of your flavor comes from the barrel. Like 70%.
barley, water, yeast,
Yeah,
and
exactly. And so all that complexity, all these differences are just time in the barrel, right? It's just amazing.
Well, and
In location.
Yeah,
location, so
yeah,
People would say
exactly.
terroir plays a part too. so.
Right,
yeah, so it's much like bourbon.
right.
You know, Mother Nature plays a big, part in how it tastes and how it, it finishes out.
So when you say taste though, or distance, didn't you just talk about there only being like 2 miles in between these
Yeah.
different places? So
Ardbeg,
how does that
Lefroy,
change?
and Lagavulin are all within probably 5 miles of each other on the
But
coast
how does
of
that
Ireland.
change the taste with it being so close? I mean,
The distillate, how they, what they use, so there's I don't know, 100 different things that play into it. I mean, the distillate, what they actually use for the grain,
What
for
yeast they use, what
distillate, the shape of their stills, they say makes a difference too. There's I don't know how many different distilleries in Scotland, but each one has a unique flavor profile, and that's based on how the distillate is made. So, and then the
the
second
shape like of the
actual
crazy.
shape and the age and the
Yeah.
components of the still
Yeah.
play into how it tastes. It does. It's
What metals
remarkable.
are used in the
I was just gonna
composition
say,
of
yeah.
that?
And then the third component, which is probably over 50% of it, is the cask management. What cask they put it into, how long they put it in there, where
it's
they're stored,
Yeah.
and how they can even recast them into different things eventually too. They'll have some old ones and they'll recast them into newer ones, and it changes the whole flavor profile. It's pretty interesting.
So these are done in copper?
Copper stills.
Copper
yeah,
stills.
how they're
Still.
distilled. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one definitely is because it
Similar
says
to
copper
the
pot
bourbon,
right on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Copperpot, Charles Copperpot. Goonies reference there.
So Michael's feeling the heat from this already. We can see him over there
Chester,
fanning
It's
himself.
It's Chester.
feeling pretty good up in this place.
So we have one more. I think we're gonna probably try and do. Do you want to try and do black, or are we about done? You think?
One more.
One more. One more. It's not whiskey friends unless everybody yells one more. So
Exactly.
I don't know, this one's gonna be hard to top though for me.
This one
is
will be.
really good.
Yes, I am very surprised. The smell and the flavor, the way it tasted, I really like this one. I was expecting it to give that punch, and it was super smooth, and I really enjoyed this one. This one was really good. And butter flavor, that was a good.
That was a good call. That was a good read out of
Absolutely.
that. So.
Does that make it more creamy?
Yeah,
Kinda
the viscosity
smoother,
was
like
good
a-
on
yeah.
this one because of the proof.
Yeah, just the rich on the end of your palate there. Yeah, it's good.
Absolutely.
You would think that this one would be tough since its proof is a little up there. But I think this is a good, I don't want to say entry level, but if you've not had Scotch, this is the atypical sort of, this is what Scotch should taste like kind of profile.
And once again, we have tried
Preach.
many. What is this one again?
Ardbeg Corryvreckan.
I'm reading it. Don't move it. I like.
All right.
That was pretty up there. I think that was
Yeah, that's a keeper sort of Scotch right there. That's
Yeah,
it's
for
definitely
sure.
won its share of awards there. All right. Well, I'm Ken for the Whiskey Friends, and we have a boatload of folks enjoying some Scotch. So
Yes.
for the next episode, we'll see you then.